Welcome to Friday phone call. A late day phone call for us. Today, hopefully my guest will be Jacob. Jake and I met on the movie Pop Punk Zombies. He came and helped out on a day, and he continued to come, and we became friends. And he's very talented. He's got a lot of things going on. What I was gonna say is that he was introduced to me with a warning, which whenever people are introduced with a warning, you know that they're gonna be fun to be around. So let's give him a call and see if we can get a hold of him.
Hello?
Hey, what's happening?
Am I famous yet?
You are breaking the internet as we speak, so there you go.
Finally.
After years of working it out, you got to it. So the only reason, or the main reason I want to call you today is I want to get your opinion on Eyes Wide Shut. I just watched it again after years of seeing it years ago, and I thought, hey, let's call Jake and see what he has to say about Eyes Wide Shut.
Okay, Steve, I have a lot to say. But first, whatever happened to foreplay? Whatever happened to what's new? How are the kids, you know?
I don't want to do it. I just want to get into Eyes Wide Shut.
All right, fine. All right. For a lot of people, this is a lesser film of Kubrick. 2001, The Shining. These are the Full Metal Jacket. These are the ones that matter.
Right.
But for me, it's my favorite.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Okay.
Okay. Here's the thing about it. It feels like a dream. It feels like the way that a lot of my nightmares feel like, where it's almost realistic, but not quite. It doesn't quite congeal ever.
Right.
And you're always kind of left a little bit but who is this guy? Is this supposed to be that person? You never quite get all the answers, yet it's not so weird that you go, it could never happen.
Okay.
That's what I like about it. And I feel like there's just a lot of those weird little micro moments that sort of hook you in and draw you in, and they feel like they could be a story unto themselves, but you don't learn more, like what's going on at that costume shop with those older Asian men, and what's going on over there, but you never kind of get the full story.
Right.
I also think it's one of Nicole Kidman's most interesting performances, because she's not really trying to be likable. You know what I mean?
Right.
I always find those performances really compelling when somebody isn't trying to win you over. Like, oh, look, they're the nice person. Nor are they even trying to make it like, oh, she's like a badass anti-hero. She's just like a slightly off-kilter person.
Yeah. Where do you think...
What's your feelings about it? Clearly you're unhappy with it.
Well, where do you think I land on it?
I feel like if it's a scale of 1 to 10, it's like maybe a 5 or 6 for you.
I agree with you, and I love Eyes Wide Shut. I remember when it came out that people panned it, but I watched it. I remember the first time I watched it, it gave me such a eerie, creepy feeling. I just felt unsettled the whole time. And
yeah, I think in a weird way, it's sort of like an acid version of a Hitchcock movie or something.
Yeah. And there was so many little parts that I didn't remember that, I remembered the main reveal, but yeah, all I don't know, the rainbow shop in the I didn't remember that part at all, and I was like, I don't know. And the is it the girl from Hocus Pocus that's in it?
The girl from Hocus Pocus. Bette Midler?
No, the one who plays the Max's love interest.
Oh, I don't know, but probably.
Okay. Well, I didn't remember that she was in it or what her part was, and like the whole he goes back and she had found out that she had AIDS. I was like, I don't know. I think it's, and I watched it probably a week ago and I'm still thinking about it on a daily basis, so.
What I also like about it is that the majority of the movie takes place at night, you know?
Yeah.
And it sort of feels like it's over a really short time period. And I always think movies that take place over a limited frame of time have a really powerful way of like putting you in the story in a way that other stories don't.
Right.
I think this is very true in the movie Collateral with Tom Cruise as well, and Jamie Foxx, where you feel like you're in this little slice of time and you're kind of stuck there.
Yeah.
And it sort of, go ahead.
One thing that might polarize us is after watching it this time, I do think that Tom Cruise was the wrong actor for the role.
Oh, who do you think it should have been?
I don't know who it should be. I was thinking like Edward Norton, or even because I was thinking about like actors that he could have pulled that during that time. Maybe Matt Dillon, or what is it? No, not. Yeah, what's his name?
Yeah, I sort of see your point in one respect, in that like there's something about who Tom Cruise's character is supposed to be, which is that he's this guy who kind of has it all, but it feels like something's missing, and he can't quite get his life to be the fantasy he wants it to be, and he's sort of struggling with it. But the thing is, with somebody like Tom Cruise, it's a little hard to believe that he would ever be that person.
Right.
Because he is so handsome, he is so successful, that you have to suspend your disbelief a little bit more to believe that he would be in the Eyes Wide Shut Illuminati party. You're like, he'd probably be the president. So the idea of him being the outsider, sort of struggling, striving to see a glimpse into this other world, it takes a little bit more suspension of disbelief. And I guess I had never really thought about it, but he just brought it up. So yeah, maybe somebody like Edward Norton, or somebody who isn't like so overtly, polished and handsome and notoriously successful, but would have served that better.
What about Daniel Day-Lewis back in the day?
Yeah, he's also too powerful of a presence. He's running the cult for sure.
Yeah, but back when that movie came out, was he? I mean, he was a talented actor, but he wasn't godlike back then.
But if you look at his performances, from anything My Left Foot to Last of the Mohicans, which came out before that, I mean, he was already too powerful, like in his personality.
Yeah.
Like he's, the guy that can do There Will Be Blood. I don't know.
Yeah.
Again, I can sort of see why they would pick him. Maybe based, I don't know, was Jerry Maguire before or after Eyes Wide Shut? I feel like it was before.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. But he's got that kind of, how do I put this? Like Jack Nicholson was probably a risky-ish, not a risky role, but like a bold choice for Shining. And I think he rose up to it, where Tom Cruise wanted to, but just couldn't get there.
I feel like in many ways he's the same character that he is in Vanilla Sky.
Yes.
Except that in Vanilla Sky it works a little better for him.
Yes.
Yeah. Because in Vanilla Sky, you're like, this is a man that truly is at the top, who's losing his grip on reality. Whereas in Eyes Wide Shut, it's more aspirational. He's trying to become that person.
Yeah.
And that's harder to believe. Tough. It's. I think it'd be a tough role to cast.
Okay. And my last question for you is, and then I'll call you back some other time, but
This won't be our final conversation.
Well, we'll see. Lolita, is that it? Is that his other
What?
Lolita?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you seen that, and is it worth watching? I've never seen it.
I guess since you haven't seen it, you can't answer this. I was going to say the original or the remake, but
Well-
you can't answer.
Kubrick did it, or the one that Kubrick did.
Yeah. So the black and white one.
Yeah.
I'd say it's a movie for film history buffs. It's not a movie for people who are just like, oh, I just want to see a good movie.
Okay.
Like, I feel like Casablanca works for both. I think it's a good movie, even if you're not like a movie history buff. It's just a good movie.
Yeah.
But I'd say Lolita. And I think one of the problems that it has as a story is not its fault, which is that the idea of like empathizing or sympathizing with a sexual predator and understanding their point of view was a really novel concept when the book was written and when the movie came out. And now that's the sort of plot you might see on an episode of Scandal or Grey's Anatomy or something. And so, yes, it's done more intelligently or whatever, but the idea isn't quite as shocking. So it's got some great performances. It's well filmed, but I don't know. It's not one of those movies I can sort of sink into.
Okay. Well, I'll have to take a look and see what.
So you're just going to disregard my opinion and watch it either way.
Yeah, basically. I really want to see it, but now I know what I'm getting into. But
All right.
all right. Well, thanks for taking my call. We'll talk soon.
Absolutely. Bye, Steve.
Bye.
Internet.
You want to come in? Look at this. All right. Did I lock you out? Are you locked out? All right. We'll see you next week.